world where history, identity, and reality collide. From visionary playwright George C. Wolfe comes the bold, the fearless, the unforgettable, The Colored Museum. 11 powerful exhibits, stories that challenge, provoke, and expose. A journey through Black life in America told with razor-sharp wit and unapologetic truth. You won't just watch it, you'll feel it. The Colored Museum, presented by Theater North, live at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. Liddy Dungeons Theater, May 23rd and 30th at 8 p.m. and May 24th and 31st at 3 p.m. Don't miss the performance everyone will be talking about. Get your tickets now at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. The truth is waiting. Will you face it?
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Alarm off, alarm off. Cat along. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town, bring your coffee over here, down over here. Yeah, you know how it's the community wake up with news you can use. Community on the show. Charles and Damali on the news you can use right here, right now. Put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headlines straight, never holler, Damali got the game plan moves you can follow. Traffic in the weather, popping at the schools from the block to the boardrooms to keep you in the loop. Community on the show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. Put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car, bust to the car, bust to the real. Keep your hometown, turn it up, you know. You rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
Good morning. Hey, welcome to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Good morning to all of y'all out there in radio land. I am Charles.
And I'm Damali.
We're here to deliver news you can use, culture, and conversation that moves the community forward every single day.
Today, our theme is Living the Vision. We'll be providing listeners with valuable information about our theme and what it means to community. The goal is to inform, empower, and connect community.
And the vision is a stronger, smarter, more engaged community. Thank you for tuning in on NYCU.FM radio station, where we are streaming live, local, national, and internationally all around the world. Remember, as long as you got internet, you got NYCU.FM. This world is full of a lot of crazy information, but this is a spot where you can get the real, you can get the authentic, and all that good stuff. We also syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we are allowed to tell our story our way. Shout out to Uncle Bobby B over there. Also, the Juice Radio Show. We got a youth program. School is out. You can let those high schoolers get in our program, come into this media space. They do positive work right here in our local community in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They also travel to places like Memphis, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, and sometimes they even go to abroad, places like Africa. We also live on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use, but you got the best seat in the house. You're live in studio with us here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on Greenwood. Damali, is hump day. We gonna get over the hump. How you feeling today?
You know what? I am not digging this cool weather.
I'm digging it.
You are?
No diggity, no doubt.
No, I'm not. Not at all. No.
Man, I'm not a fan of that heat. When my neck starts sweating like them babies, and neck and all that, neck be smelling funny. Got to put some cologne on your neck. I don't like all that. So bring me down to about 60, 65. You see the kind of shirt I got on?
Yeah, I do.
You see what I'm
saying?
You see,
I done pulled that back the long sleeve out.
Cold. Yeah.
I'm cold.
Got chill bumps and everything.
Yeah. No, I done pulled out the long sleeve.
So that means you cold-blooded. You cold-blooded.
Cold nature.
See, I'm warm. I got Indian in my blood. You know what I'm talking about? You do?
Yeah.
You got to warm up your Indian blood. You know, you got Indian, your blood's supposed to be hot. You know what I'm talking about? You got to activate your tribal blood.
Right,
Your
I guess,
ancestors in
something.
there.
I need to do something.
But anyway, yeah, it is 56 degrees, so don't let me fool y'all. You come out there, you better put a jacket on. I missed the weather. I got a jacket behind me. I'm just playing. Anyway, it is Wednesday. We got an extremely loaded show. People been calling and texting me all day, and I've been telling them, nope. You got to tune in because me and Damali going to talk about it right here. I don't want to talk about it away from Grandma's table because you know what about Grandma's table? Mm-hmm. Grandma's table is always a safe space.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not putting out Grandpa, but normally Grandpa in the lazy boy watching TV. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just saying that Grandma's table.
Watching the game, right?
Everybody's welcome. You know, that auntie that can't keep her boots off the ground is welcome at Grandma's table. That uncle that can't quit smoking that hookah.
Don't
Still is welcome.
Don't start.
Everybody's welcome to Damali. At Big Mama's house, you know I'm telling the truth.
That's true.
Is everybody not welcome at Big Mama's house?
That is true. I miss my Big Mama.
And that's what we got to get back to in community where everybody is welcome at the table and they feel loved.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So I hope that you guys had a fantastic Tuesday. It was Taco Tuesday. I did not get a single taco.
You did not one?
Not even one.
I didn't either, but we can be a day late and $1 short. Grab one today. You know, every now and then you just come sliding in late.
Yeah. Sliding in the home plate late.
Yeah, but it's all good, man. I tell you, traffic is pretty good out there. Now, yesterday it was raining and storming and thundering and lightning, but today it's a little bit more calm and cool. So people kind of cruising, feeling a little bit better today. But you know what? It was hot on the NBA scene last night, Damali.
It was, but before we got to the NBA game.
What's that?
Yesterday, we got to give a huge shout out to Miss Angie Walker. Absolutely. Yesterday was her 44th birthday.
44?
Yes, she and her twin. So she has a twin, Angel. They celebrated their 44th birthday on yesterday. Actually, I went to My Tea Lounge. Thank you. I couldn't get it.
Shout out to T Rush.
Yeah, to T Rush. So on Tuesday nights, they have like karaoke.
Yeah.
And live music. And so that was the spot last night. And so we went down and hung out with Angie, had a little birthday cake, had a little tea. And Angie did a song. If you guys go to my social media page, to Damali Wilson, you'll see the song that Angie did.
What is the song?
She did The Brat.
What?
Last night. Yes.
Funkified?
Funkified. Yes.
So that means you got to dance off that.
Exactly. We had a great time hanging out with the fam. There were several people that came out. Shout out to Tracy Gibbs. Yeah. She showed up. You guys may hear us talk about her. She did advertising for Gibbs Shopping Center with us. And so we had a really good time, just laughing and talking and taking pictures, drinking tea and, watching what? Tea.
I seen them red cups in there.
Yeah, we had tea.
In the community, red cups ain't no tea in the red cup. Well, what I'm talking about. See, I ain't gonna let nobody get by me because on the Wake Up, we tell it like it is. And everybody know in our community, when you got a red cup.
I didn't have a red cup.
Somebody.
I had a coffee cup with a lid on it.
A coffee cup.
Because I was cold. Everybody else was drinking
I'm just messing with y'all. Tea. My tea lounge is
I was drinking hot tea.
Hot tea, cold tea. Any kind of tea you want. My tea lounge has the absolute best tea in the city. If you ask me, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to debate nobody.
No,
but when it comes down
good.
To hot tea, cool tea, stuff to get your voice back right, clear up your nose, clear up your skin, clear up your hair, grow some hair. Boy, T Rush got everything over there.
She got it. She got it going on, the sea moss and all that. Yeah.
But nevertheless, happy 44th birthday to Angie Walker, one of the favorite people of this entire city.
Yes.
You greet her, she got a smile. She's gonna always pull up. Angie, I thought I was there. Then I woke up and said, God dog. Damali, thank you for pulling up. One of us got to pull up.
Somebody got to pull up. So it was fun. We had a blast.
Happy birthday to Angie and her sister.
Yes.
Angel.
Angie
and Angel.
Yes.
Man, both of them are angels. So happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Now let's talk about this Cavs and Knicks game.
Yeah. We went to the Eastern Conference last night.
Yeah. And I didn't get to watch much. I just got the tail end of the game because I was at my tea lounge.
Yeah.
Having a good time and celebrating Angie. But yeah, I got in them last. By the time I got there, the Garden was going nuts.
Man, look, let me say now. let me do this first.
Okay.
The best fans in the world are the Oklahoma City Thunder fans.
That part.
I'm gonna get that over with.
Okay.
But boy, let me tell you something. When you go to the Garden,
Oh, the Garden is crazy. I haven't been to the Garden. I have been to a game in the Garden, and
how is it?
Is crazy.
Yeah.
Like those fans are like, they're a whole nother level of fans.
It's a whole nother level that's going down right there. Mm-hmm. I happened to watch the game.
Oh, did you?
And the Cavs, I thought they had them.
Really?
Donovan Mitchell was shaking.
So what
and
happened
baking.
at the beginning?
At the beginning, well, Knicks came out strong first.
Okay.
But then the Cavs just couldn't miss
really?
For a very long period of time. All the way up to probably 7 minutes in the fourth. They was up by 22 points.
Oh my God.
And then the New York Knicks, John Starks from Tulsa.
Yeah.
That played for the Knicks.
He did this.
He said, I'm calling Black Wall Street. I'm calling on the ancestors from Black Wall Street.
Right.
He done called Black Wall. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, I saw John Starks, Patrick Ewing. Man, it's legendary when it come down to the Knicks. And man, the largest comeback since like 1970 is what they put on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They came back and did their thing. So shout out to the Knicks fan. I think if Cleveland was going to steal one,
that should have been.
But what happened is they just came off a hard series against Detroit.
Yes, I saw the tail end of it as they go into overtime, and as they tie the game, and then go into overtime, and then then I was like, hey, this is so uneventful because I think they only got like 3 points. The Cavs only got like 3 points in the overtime, and I think the Knicks got like 14.
They outscored them from the time. So they was winning. The score was like 71-93. Well, like 7 minutes and some change left in the fourth quarter.
Yes,
I was like, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to go on back. I was already in and out anyway.
Tired, yeah.
And then all of a sudden the Knicks, they start pouring in them points. They didn't know how to stop. And so between that time and the end of the game, they outscored Cleveland 44-11.
Yikes.
You talking about closing the show.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how crazy? If you didn't watch the game, it's worth to just go to Fire Highlight. Man, the New York Knicks fans was going.
Oh yeah, they were going nuts. When I joined, I was like, dang.
Congratulations. Jalen Brunson, man, he A1. He might not be as tall as LeBron or Shea Butter, and definitely not Wemby or none of them. But let me tell you something. He played like a giant last night because he took James Harden to school and dropped him off and then go back and pick him up. And didn't even leave him no lunch money. Dang. Didn't leave him no lunch money, milk money, or nothing.
This is my favorite time. When we get down to these two series right here, yeah, it gets crazy. And if you take the game to overtime, I'm never mad. Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm never mad.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Knicks.
Yeah, congratulations to the Knicks.
Now, what we gonna do about the Thunder tonight? Because I noticed it was thundering all day yesterday. I ain't heard no thunder today.
Yeah, that was us. We was mad.
Yeah, you cut the thunder.
That was us. We was mad.
Y'all got mad and turned off the thunder and the lightning for a little bit. Say, let's turn all that off and let's talk. We got to talk and we got to pray and we got to come together. Yeah. Get our therapist on the line.
Yeah.
What are the Oklahoma City Thunder going to do tonight for Wemby? Because he's down there on the top of the Paycom Center.
He's showing out.
He got a bulletproof vest on doing push-ups.
Listen, he's standing on top of the building like he King Kong.
Yeah, he's screaming. He said, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Right.
I'm going to put cases on all y'all. Everybody that said
tonight. We answering tonight.
Wemby said, everybody said he the MVP. I'm putting cases on all you.
Okay.
That's what he said, Damali.
That's what he said.
He said he putting, but is it a must win for the Thunder?
Tonight is a must win.
Is it a must
Tonight
win?
is an absolute must win.
Let me ask the people on the live. What do y'all think? Who you going for, the Knicks or the Cavs? And what do you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs game tonight? Who you got and why do you have them pick? Maybe not just this game. It's still a 7-game series. Look, y'all.
But they have to win tonight.
Don't go overly zealous. It's still, remember what happened with the Cavs? The Cavs went down 0-2 against Detroit and stormed all the way back and won it. You know what I'm talking about?
This ain't, at this juncture in the game, in the series, you can't
One time, LeBron James was down 1-3 against I would say the best team in the history of the NBA. And he came storming all the way back.
Yeah.
It takes beast mode. But tonight they're dealing with an alien. They're dealing with a brother from another planet. They're dealing with somebody that hung out with the moms. He might be the first to go hang out. and cut his hair off.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and not talk for 6 months. Are you nervous about Wemby Damali just a little bit? Are you concerned?
I've always been concerned about Wemby. Yeah, because I've always said he is an absolute problem. He is a problem. And unless they figure out a way to get around the problem, which I know they can, I got faith in them, he's a problem. He's like the thorn in your side that just won't go away.
This is what I'm going to run with, because it's at least going to sound good. It's at least going to sound good. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it's at least going to sound good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you come to Oklahoma City, we are currently the champs.
We are.
We got the crown.
We got the crown.
We got the MVP back to back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? We got the number one closer in the NBA. And I can say Oklahoma City fans, they show up and they show out.
Absolutely.
And I think that Shea Butter always show that he can respond.
Absolutely.
And since he got J-Dub back.
And he got ripped after Monday's game, he got ripped.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna sit well.
When he got home, his grandma said, "Bring me that MVP trophy. Give me that trophy."
But did you hear the news?
What's the news?
I think I kind of figured it out.
What's that?
He and his wife are expecting twins.
Oh my God, that right
They
there.
just got the news. I saw it last night. They had the little ultrasound pic.
Right.
And so they're having twins. So that could have been a little bit of that kind of threw me off just a little bit. Because first of all, we pregnant. That's cool.
Right.
But we're having twins. Oh my God. You know. So that could have threw him off a little bit. But see, now he got two more reasons.
Well, he got a lot of money, so not like other people. See, regular brothers on the street, he said hear about twins, he got to go to church. You know what I mean? Because daycare for one kid can send you into bankruptcy, because that's already a mortgage in itself. So a brother out in the regular streets, twins, he gonna drop.
Right.
But Shea Butter got plenty of money.
Right.
But he's still a man. He's still human.
Excitement,
and that's excitement. And that's a moment.
So now
But now he got to take all that, because Wemby said, "I'm gonna be your daddy and them twins' daddy." I'm gonna be your daddy and them twins' daddy if you don't show up at the Paycom Arena.
He's showing up. He's showing up tonight.
Because it's like Wemby is out to prove something.
He is. But I mean, I can't blame him. If you up for MVP,
y'all
and you didn't get it, then it's like, I gotta show y'all something. So I'm not mad. But see, now Shea Butter gotta be like, hey, you done came up in my house and done disrespected me. I'm gonna have to show you something. So it's gotta become personal.
Damali, is it fair to say this? If this man come down here and take care of the chips, their money, their Jolly Ranchers, their jelly beans, and everything else they got, he is the real MVP. I'm just gonna say it right now. We gonna see tonight. And then we can just say you the people choice.
Right. Okay.
At the end of the day, if somebody say you the champ, you the Incredible Hulk, and somebody come in there and lay you down and stretch you out, you can't come back.
You can't come
back. We from the hood.
Yeah.
We in North Tulsa. Home of black, white, you on the green foot, but we at least got to keep it real.
Keep it 100.
Now, somebody say you the champ, and somebody slap you over the car. Now we gonna still love you, but when you get up,
Damali, over the car.
How is it when we growing up? We put the little you kids, y'all stop shooting at each other. See, we put that little stick. See, y'all don't know about the stick. That stick is real. Put that stick on that shoulder.
Yeah.
Number one is already disrespectful to hit that stick.
Exactly.
But if you hit that stick,
gotta get them paws.
The squad.
Gotta get them paws.
Y'all call it the paws in Tulsa?
Them paws is coming out.
We call it knuckleitis down there in Arkansas. You gotta get these knuckles. Gotta get a hot nose. If we say you're getting a hot nose, say, do you want me to come over and give you a hot nose? But at least, Damali, here's the difference. At least we all went home.
Right.
We wasn't scared.
Right.
To squabble a little bit, get a little dusty. But at the end of it, most of the time, we would get up and hug it out. People make you hug it out. But guess what, young people? We got a chance to grow up together. We got a chance to be friends.
Yep.
Our kids got a chance to play with each other kids. And we get to laugh about it, because I heard your mama was dangerous in the streets.
Ooh, my mama was dangerous.
She done threw people in the trash cans all on top of the roof.
Mama
We ain't gonna get into that.
Yet, so
but nevertheless,
yeah,
you can get out the trash can and not smell bad. And live on, still have kids and grandkids.
Right.
Nevertheless, it's going down tonight, y'all, in Oklahoma City. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder against the San Antonio Spurs. The MVP, Shea Butter, said he got something to say, and I agree with him.
Yes,
so
yes.
Y'all
so we're
tune
gonna watch that. So that game is tonight at, I believe,
7:30.
It's 7:30 tonight. So we're gonna see what's going on.
And if somebody out there feeling really friendly, me and Damali need some tickets. See here, this what had happened was. No, I had some tickets at first. I had the tickets, then they sent me the invoice.
Oh.
I act like I didn't see it. I said, Charles, did you get the invoice? I stopped talking on the phone.
Right.
Did you see it? Click that page. You know what it was? $1,500.
$1,500. And
per
I bet
ticket.
Yeah, nosebleed seat.
Her ticket, I just shut my whole email down. I don't want nobody emails me today because it's disrespectful.
Listen,
1,500. That's not even on the sideline.
Right.
It was
That's
like seat 100 or something.
Yeah,
I
way
said,
up it. Yeah,
1,500.
we can watch it on TV.
I'm like, have you seen gas prices lately? It's $1,500 to fill up your car with gas right now. I can't do that. But I'll watch on the big screen.
Yes,
I'll do that. All right, Damali. We got a loaded show today. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah. So before we get started, though, I meant to say this on yesterday, but we got sidetracked talking about sports.
Right.
But wanted to send out prayers for the 5 people who lost their lives in the San Diego mosque shooting that happened on Monday.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes I'm just like, Lord, you're just not safe nowhere, you know. But I will say this, keep your head on the swivel.
Right.
Don't just walk through life thinking la la la, like, ain't stuff happening. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in this world right now. There are a lot of innocent lives that are being lost to senseless gun violence, so let's just make sure that we are paying attention. But we want to just send out prayers to those individuals and everybody affected and the community. Right. I mean, because if I'm at church,
which seems like a safe place where you're trying to get yourself together.
Yeah, then I shouldn't be afraid or worried about somebody coming in and shooting up the place.
Right. And we're just living in times now where people making all kind of crazy decisions while we're in the bed sleep. We go to sleep, we wake up, we in war. We go to sleep, we wake up, gas prices up. We go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep no more. I'm staying up. At least hold my eyelids. So I got to watch y'all. What is going on?
What is happening?
We ain't going to get into that because the main thing is this prayers for those families. That had a lost one, the family, the community, because it affects them and affects us. Absolutely. So prayers from Tulsa, Oklahoma, down to San Diego.
Absolutely.
For sure.
All right. So let's go ahead and move into our morning affirmation because we got a lot of ground to cover today.
We got a lot to cover today.
Lots of ground. Okay. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So today our theme is living the vision. All right. And so today's affirmation says, I'm walking in purpose and building something that will outlive me. So let's break that down. The first part says, I'm walking in purpose. So walking in purpose means living with direction, intention, and meaning. It's understanding that your life, gifts, and experiences are connected to something greater than just existing day to day. Walking in purpose looks like using your talents intentionally, helping others, staying aligned with your values, and doing work that matters. You're living with meaning and direction. So the next part says, and building something. That means you're creating opportunities, relationships, businesses, knowledge, systems, and positive impact. Purpose requires action. You're not just dreaming, you're building. You're creating something valuable. The last part says that will outlive me. Now, this is the piece. This is about legacy. It means that what you build continues to help people, inspire others, create opportunities, and make a difference. Even after you're gone, you're building something bigger than yourself. So the bigger message is this. This affirmation is about purpose-driven living, intentional action, legacy building, and long-term impact. Because success is not only about what you gain while you're here, it's about what continues because you were here. When you walk in purpose and build with intention, you create impact that can live beyond your lifetime. And this has been this morning's affirmation, which was sponsored by Theater North. The Colored Museum is the next play to see. And of course, as always, our very own producer, Stephen Keys, will have a role in that play. So we are looking forward to seeing that play this weekend.
Absolutely. Great affirmation, Damali. Man, that affirmation made me think about my whole life all over again. But I guess out of all of it, I thought about this one question. What are you going to leave? What do you want to leave? I'm going to ask that question to the live audience. We all living or surviving or doing whatever we need to do, right? But the question becomes this. What do you want to leave behind? What do you want people, your kids, your grandkids, your family and friends to say about you when you're gone? If you left today, What is your story?
Yep.
Because your story is your life, is your decisions, it's the moves you make. It's just a sum total of what you do.
Yep.
And the beauty of it is this: even if what you want that to be starts today, at least you start.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people live in fear, stagnation, and they don't even get a chance to start. So the question is, Damali, and we'll start with Damali and I first. What do we want to leave? What do we want people to say about us when we gone? You know, what is the mark going to be? So on the live, y'all got a little time to think about it, because we got to jump straight to it. But Damali, when you think about what do you want to leave behind, and why do you want to leave something behind? You know?
I think that everybody should strive to leave this world better than you found it.
I like that.
And I think that is why I do what I do.
Right.
That is why I try to educate people. Yeah, I'm not a college professor or, any of that, but I feel like I have a lot of lived experience.
Right.
In a lot of spaces that people just have not had the opportunity to live in or move around in or navigate in. And so I could share those experiences, but then I can also be preparing the next generation. Because sometimes I think that, the younger folks look up to us for whatever reason.
Right.
They might look up to you because you were a football player, because you joined a fraternity, because they see you in a suit. Right. Because you speak well, there are several reasons, because you just showed up on a stage at Legacy Fest or Juneteenth, and they're like, hey, I want to do that. You never know what effect you're going to have on a person, right, because sometimes it is soul to soul. People see your heart, people see your soul. And so that's what they connect to. Right. And so if they're connecting, what are you providing for them to connect to? Right. And so for me, it is, I want to be able to, for my grandkids and great grandkids, to be able to say, man, when my grandma was here or my nana was here, this is what she did. This is the legacy she left us. She showed us that, by example, that we don't have to be stuck in the position that we found ourselves in when we joined this earth. Right. We can move past that. We don't have to have excuses. Just because my daddy wasn't there, that don't okay. Just because we lived in a certain house, or we lived in the projects. I lived in the projects once upon a time, but I was little. Right. From maybe infancy to about 3 or 4, but that didn't define who Damali is today. Right. So you can't keep using those negatives to hold you back from making an impact and leaving your mark on this world. I always think about what several pastors I've heard throughout my life at homegoing services have said. What are you doing in your life so that the pastor doesn't have to stand up before the people and lie about you?
Gonna make up something,
and so there, there are some people where you're just like, ooh, yes, this person, what you gonna say for that eulogy? Because and so then now the pastor has to deviate, so what kind of person you are if the pastor got to deviate and talk about winning your soul at your homegoing service, right? Yeah. They ain't even talking about the person that's in the casket.
Look, God knew his heart. Okay. God knew her heart.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to say God knows somebody's heart.
So if you got to go that route, then but if the pastor can personally talk about you, right, or if people can personally say things about you and that you've done and how you've helped them and how you've helped the community, then you're on the right track, because life ain't all about you.
Man, I'll just start with, life can be tough. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can come in or just be born into a situation.
Right.
Man, people can be like, man, I was born into poverty.
That's right.
When I was born, I didn't have nothing.
That's right.
So some people go like, man, I hear what you're saying, but then, how I'm supposed to do what you do and do this. But Damali said this, and I believe this. God gives everybody a winning hand. Mm-hmm. He gives everybody a winning hand. For y'all that play spades, every now and then somebody might get a joker or two, mm-hmm, and somebody might just get this or that. But either way it go, you got to play your hand.
You got to play your
hand. You at least got to play your hand, mm-hmm, to the best of your ability. And I say, for me, I'm kind of like you, Damali. Now, when I was younger, I wasn't thinking about none of this.
Right.
I was getting kicked out of kindergarten, kicked out of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, fighting, shooting, cussing, mm-hmm, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. So I said, in order to get into heaven, I got to make a comeback. You know what I'm talking about? So I had to start doing something good, mm-hmm, because I'm the type of person I felt like I'm going to get to heaven telling Jesus, see, what had happened was.
Yeah, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. He going to be like.
What had happened was they going to get me in the pearly gates. what had happened was I was thinking that. I said, man, I did too much bad.
Mm-hmm.
Lord ain't gonna let me in. But nevertheless, I remember vividly at 21, I said, man, Lord, I want to do better.
Mm-hmm.
And I started writing a vision and saying, Lord, look, I'll do the work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the work. And I'm just asking you, I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to see places that folks only dream about.
Yeah.
This is me and the Lord talking.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to nobody else, just me and the Lord. Because sometimes that's all you got.
That's all you got.
And I started writing my vision down at 21 when I left Arkansas and came to Oklahoma. But nevertheless, to make a long story short, when I came here, my goal was to, one, be able to impact my family, right? My siblings. So at the time I had no kids, my siblings and all of that. And then I got here, went to Job Corps, went to Langston, got that stuff situated. And from then on, my thought was, what I gotta get educated. That was just me, right? So I went to college, got my degree, graduated cum laude, and all that fun stuff. Now that's why I said I got kicked out and I failed the 8th grade and I barely graduated. I said that first. I'm just saying that to say it don't matter what kind of hand you dealt.
That's right.
It don't mean you can't win. You know what I mean? Because most people see me now and say, "Boy, you still living?" Yes,
and don't do me.
Look, Damali, I was the kid that some folks said, man, I don't think you're going to live to get past 13 to 14. I was that kid, right? I'm just saying that because you got to connect with people somewhere. But nevertheless, as it stands today, we do EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, which is 53,000 square feet, 15 acres of land. We in our own event center right now, 25,000 square feet. We run a prison entry program called Fitting Back In. We do radio. We do engagement stuff, and then we try to do things to impact the community. And the whole goal now for me is to impact our world, local, national, international. So the local stuff I just said, nationally, we work with Omaha. We've been to Louisville. We've been out to California. Of course, we work with Texas. We got partners in Arkansas. We got some big stuff coming up back at the home front and all of that. And then nationally, Damali and I, we work with Uganda.
Yes.
We work with the UK.
Yes.
So we done built 7 homes in Africa. We done built the church, and we working with the water system. And we've been over there twice working with that. So I feel like with what you said, Damali, and because I agree with you, leaving the world better than what you found it. You know what I mean?
And just do your part.
And
it's
just
not
doing
a competition.
And
just do what you
and
can
doing
do.
it in love.
Because let me tell you this. Like Charles just said, we have been able to build 7 homes. We've been able to scholarship 77 kids into school over in Uganda, right? But we did that with the help of some of y'all. It was you guys doing your part to say, oh my man, they're doing something great. Let me give, $100. Let me send over $50. Let me send over $10, and we put it in the pot and we were able to send it over. We had the connection, and you guys supported the vision.
Let me add this to it. The name of our show is what?
The Community Wake Up.
The Community Wake Up. So anything you see that we say, just know that it's community work. And what we add to that, when we first went to Africa, it was only 7 of us.
Yep.
This is what you call connecting community and expanding what you're doing. But the second time we went to Africa, we took 17 people. We came back. We partnered with other individuals, other churches, people working with kids, people working with women that have been scarred, working with young girls that got pregnant. We got kids. From the Juice Radio Show right here in North Tulsa, kids that go to McLean and some other schools, and we got them on a plane and exposed them to that. Because guess what? Really, it was 1,300 kids, and I didn't know what to do with them. And I want to tell these kids, now y'all go get them. No, I'm just playing. But nevertheless, we did expose our kids to Africa. Because here's the thing: you think you're doing tough till you ask a group of kids, all right, well, now we want to leave y'all something. What do y'all want? Now you done told them anything that they want, and you know what these kids said they wanted? Chicken,
meat.
We asked them, what do y'all want? We got a list together. Let us know what y'all want. The kids and the adults. We got everything together. And we said, what you want? They just said, we want meat. No phone, no car, no house,
Jordans,
no Facebook, no Jordans, no PlayStation, no Call of Duty, no nothing. We want meat. So if you listening to this, that's how much farther ahead you are than a lot of people in this world. We talking about dealing with 13 different villages and tribes and all of that stuff. And we ain't gonna get too far in that. But we're talking about today is leaving a legacy, and we're talking about doing things local, national, international, because when we sweep around our own porch, nothing is not that different from North Tulsa to North Little Rock to North Omaha to North. It's the same challenges. No matter where we go.
Yes.
So we got to get together to work on that, Damali.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the live real quick, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and kind of get off into our subject today, okay? So we got Claire Franklin on the line.
Hey, what's going on, Claire? Welcome to the show. We went to college together.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
All right, let's see. We got Arlisha Walker.
Arlisha, welcome to the show.
Mr. Energizer is watching. He said the community wake up.
Come on.
Dominique Harper said, good morning, community wake up family.
Little bro, his birthday was the other day. I hadn't seen him. I didn't know. Normally it take my brother a week to recover. But bro, I'm glad you're back.
He popped back up.
Yeah, he popped back up. He back in the house.
AJ says, happy birthday, Angie.
Hey, absolutely.
Dominique said, did you say grow hair?
At my Tea Lounge? Yeah, my Tea Lounge. Man, look, literally. Be like, eat this with this, and then the next day, afro, like AJ. Hey, bro, I'm telling you. Hey, when you come down, bro, boy,
we have to take a trip to my Tea Lounge. All right. Ron Williams says, good morning, family.
Good morning.
And he says, OKC versus the Knicks.
He done already called the final, so he done put Wimby out. Now Wimby gonna mad again. Now Wimby watching the show because he ain't had nothing to do. He said, I'm watching the Wake Up morning show with Charles and Damali. Now I done heard you run say that. Now he gonna be back aggravated again.
Right.
But anyway.
Listen, AJ says, Oklahoma City Thunder will win tonight, even if we have to go into overtime. We got a locked in plan for Wimby to slow him down. We have to keep him around 22 points, and that's it. Look, so AJ need to go and coach.
Yeah, because he already
done figured it out. He got it all going on.
To me, I think it's pretty simple. Take Caruso off of the 7'6" man and put Check on him. That's at least 7'1", 7'2".
Yeah.
You know, he down at his knees scrambling, untying Wimby shoes, and Wimby done got that. Man, quit untying my shoes. Man, put Check on him. Come on in, bro.
Look, Ron says it's called Weed Killer Caruso.
Hey, we'll get him from down there, man. Let him go shoot his threes, man.
Brins Benito is watching.
Brins Benito, welcome to the show.
John Prince says, great morning, family.
What's going on, fam?
All right, Prentice Osborne is on.
What's going on, fam? What's up, Frat?
Dominique says, what continues because you were here, powerful. Ooh. Oh, yeah. You like that. That was good. That was bars.
What continues because
you were here. Anton Shaka is on.
Anton, welcome to the show.
Dominique says, I tell my kids that if you put things where they belong, then you will never have to look for it. Oh, bars. That's bars, bro. My thing is being organized can take you far in life. They repeat it to this day. Exactly. They should.
Right.
I think that's great. That's bars. Okay, so it is 35 past the hour, 56 degrees right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Y'all know I ain't enjoying that, but okay.
Right.
So on this Hump Day Wednesday, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. We're going to give you the definition of living in the vision, and then we're also going to give a community reflection.
So that means you need to click share right now while we go on a break. Text 5 friends and say, hey, Damali and Charles is live on the Community Wake Up Morning Show. We'll be right back, y'all.
What if the truth was on display? This May, step inside a world where history
no, because I was over kind of
reality collide. From visionary playwright George C. Wolfe comes the bold, the fearless, the unforgettable, the Colored Museum. 11 powerful exhibits, stories that challenge, provoke, and expose. A journey through Black life in America told with razor-sharp wit and unapologetic truth. You won't just watch it, you'll feel it. The Colored Museum, presented by Theater North, live at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. Lenny Dudge's Theater, May 23rd and 30th at 8 p.m. and May 24th and 31st at 3 p.m. Don't miss the performance everyone will be talking about. Get your tickets now at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. The truth is waiting. Will you face it?
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackintulsa.com. fittingbackinink.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali.
All right, y'all, we are back.
Yeah, welcome to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the world famous Greenwood.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, y'all. You're locked in on NYCU.FM. So if you're in that car, we appreciate you tuning in with us. Remember, if you haven't heard about NYCU.FM, it's not New York City. It's news you can use, right? So get your phone after the show, not right now, at 9, and just put in NYCU.FM. You're going to see a play button. Hit play. The music going to start jamming. We play the absolute best R&B and them throwbacks. Stroll to the bottom and subscribe to our station and stay up to date on all the breaking news. We also syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. We got a youth program for the kids called The Juice. So if you want your kids to get into this space, go to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. You're going to see a guy with shades on. When he pull them off, green eyes, going to be approaching. But he going to take care of you. We're going to get the kids plugged into something positive. We also live on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But you're live in studio with us. We're not glitching. This is not AI. This is us. We live Monday through Friday, 7 to 9. Damali.
Yes.
It's hump day. What's up with it?
It is hump day. So today we're talking about living the vision.
Yes.
Okay. That is our theme for today. And so this is what our definition is of living the vision. It means actively working each day towards the goals, purpose, and future you believe in instead of just talking about it or dreaming about it. It's putting action behind your vision and living in alignment with what you want to build. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. That is the theme. That is the vein that we're going to be moving in today as we unpack some of the things that are happening. So yesterday we started talking about politics.
Right.
And it's Politics 101. This is an election season. You guys know how I feel about politics. Don't really like them much because, for various reasons, I'll just say that. However, it is a part of our society.
Right.
And if we don't vote, we have no voice, right? So you can't complain if you're not out there voting. So number one thing is I think that every person needs to be registered to vote.
Absolutely.
Period. If you are over the age of 18, then you need to be registered to vote in your communities, right? And then the other piece to that is that when these elections come up, don't just, the presidential election is not the only election that you should be concerned about.
Right.
Really, your local elections really are some of the most important elections because those are going to affect your day-to-day living. Now, who the president is, that's major, and we need to know that, but we also need to be focused in on who some of these local officials are and what they do. So yesterday we talked on the federal level,
right,
and told you about what offices federally are and what those individuals do and how much money they get paid because they're paid from our tax dollars. So now we're going to talk about state level.
Right. And here's the thing, Damali. Right now you can feel when you're not aware of what's going on. So it don't matter whether you know or you don't know. You got to pay the same gas price.
Yep.
Them eggs price gonna be the same. You're still gonna get trapped in the airport. You still going
trapped.
Oh, yeah, trapped. Yeah. Be flying, and then the place done went bankruptcy while you're in the air. You're stuck in another city or another country.
Yep.
All these things go on, Damali, because you're not aware.
Not aware.
And then when you are not aware, then you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, now you won't fight somebody.
Mhm.
We don't want you to be fighting. So
Right.
that's why Damali and I on Community Wake Up, our show is called Community Wake Up, because we don't want you just to wake up physically, but we want you to wake up in your brain as to things that are happening in your community,
Right.
in our country, so that we can better serve our next generation. So we go in, because a lot of people don't like politics, Damali, you said that.
Yeah.
But we break it down in bite-sized pieces so that when people are running for office and doing certain things and they showing up at your church with fish dinners and all of that, then you at least with all these fish dinners, chicken dinners, are
Right.
aware of what's going on, and you are not being taken advantage of, and then your kids' future are not at risk because
Mhm.
mom and dad and grandma and grandpa didn't even know what's going on. Isn't the song to say what's going on?
What's going on?
Today we're
Yeah.
going to talk about what's going on.
So let me tell you this. This is the number one place where you can go to gather information about voting, about candidates, about offices, like any of that stuff. You can go to ballotpedia.org.
One more time.
Ballotpedia.org. That's BALLOTPEDIA.org.
Is that just in Oklahoma?
No, they have information about all across the country.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And so you can go there and find out information about different the different offices, who the people are that are holding those offices, what salary they're making. I mean, like all of this stuff, you can actually go and look up. And I wanted to preface and start out with that because now if you miss something,
Right.
you can go back and you can do the research yourself. Now, I've done a little bit of the research for us because we're talking about this today, but this is where you can go to get this information. So first of all, we're going to break down some of the major elected state offices. We're going to talk about Oklahoma because that's where we live. But like I said, you can go on there and, find out information about your respective state. Okay. What people do, what they make, and how community can contact them,
Right.
whenever there's an issue, right?
Ooh, that's called accountability.
That's accountability at its finest. So these positions directly affect the education in our communities,
Right.
healthcare, roads, taxes, criminal justice, economic development, and public safety. And these offices help our state, the state of Oklahoma, run.
Right. Look here, Damali. And I'm just adding this because here's what the impactful piece of this for me. When all of a sudden your kid get into some kind of trouble and have to go before the court,
Mhm.
all of a sudden one strike and your kid is gone for 10 years.
Right.
And you're trying to figure out, man, how can my kid be gone for 10 years? He or she ain't never did nothing.
Right.
That's why you go vote. That's why we doing this show today. You get ready to go get some gas and you're like me, you fill your car up and you got to leave your car because you can't pay for the gas. This is why we do Politics 101. So these are the real deal. When your insurance, Damali, when Damali called me, she was screaming, what's going on? My insurance went up $1,000.
The devil is a lie.
That's why
Cancel.
we do this show, because now when people walking around smiling at you, you can ask them, why did you tell us you was going to do this? And now my insurance been raised $1,000. Why did you say you were going to help with the criminal justice system? But now my son or my daughter did. Why? Because now you're aware.
Mhm.
And that makes do you think that make a huge difference?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, get your pen and pad out.
Yeah, so this is an educational moment. So the CEO of our state, the state of Oklahoma, is Governor Kevin Stitt. So the governor, the governor, what he is responsible for is he is supposed to lead state government.
Right.
He's supposed to sign or veto laws, oversee state agencies, declare emergencies. Oklahoma is Tornado Alley.
Right.
Help shape the state budget. That's what his job is. Okay.
Now, not just our governor,
Mhm.
whoever the governor is in your state.
In your state.
Because this
That's
is
what
where
they're
we
supposed to do.
similar. Now, it's a different governor's name. Now, we don't know if you like your governor or not.
Right.
But at the end of the day, your governor is basically the CEO. They deal with all the money to make sure your entire state is doing all right.
Right. Our governor in Oklahoma earns about $147,000 a year.
So he make a little bread.
Yeah, he makes a little bread. And you can find him at the state capitol, which is, of course, 2300 North Lincoln Boulevard in OKC. is where he resides. His phone number is 405-521-2342. And his email is governor@gov.ok.gov. That is how you can reach him. Now, our governor,
Yeah.
he is out of office this year.
Right. This is it for him.
This is his last term. And, people have their own opinions about our governor and the job that he did. However, we need to understand that whoever is running, all of the candidates that are running for this office, then we need to be checking them out, because all of the things that you didn't like,
right,
that our governor enacted while he was in office for his last 2 terms, then you need to find somebody who more aligns with what it is that you believe, or you believe our governor should have done while he was in office for these past 2 terms. Then you need to find someone who aligns with that.
Damali, one more time. Now, what is his job description?
His job.
What was he supposed to be making sure he took care of what?
What he's supposed to be doing is leading state government, sign or veto laws, oversee state agencies and declare emergencies, and then help shape the state budget.
Right.
And so another thing I want to say about that is everything boils down to the numbers.
Right.
Okay. And so for our state, there is a statewide budget, and what it takes in order for the state to operate.
Right.
That's going to determine what taxes are in place.
Now, one thing I could say, because here's the thing about us on the Community Wake Up, we never going to tell you who to vote for.
Right.
We just going to get the information. The one thing, because I'm a person of fairness. So when I look at maybe how our state did in education during this couple of terms,
right,
we still at the bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
I'm just calling a spade, Damali. You know
That's
what I'm talking about?
That's right.
When we started out with him, we was about 48.50. When we leave, we still 48.50.
Yeah.
Now, the budget for our education, for our school, for our kids, for our teachers, that what he's managed. So when I think about that educational space, that's just an F, Damali. I can't get away from that.
Wow.
Now, on the other side now, because I'm a person of fairness, right?
Yeah.
I do love that he did let some non-violent offenders out of prison. Because most of that time, that's our aunties and uncles and our peoples. So he did that a few times. I think that was good. Now, I don't know how everything's panning out, but I'm trying to be fair. Right. I think one of his biggest controversial things that he had going on was Julius Jones.
Yes.
And everybody knew about that. That was national news and dealing with that. And I think he split the baby on it. I think Julius didn't do it and should have been out. But you got this half doing this and that half doing that. And they end up political. And that's the problem with politics.
I know.
Is a man that didn't do something should have went home because of politics. Well, we're going to let you live, but we're going to leave you in prison the rest of your life. That's still unfair because a political decision shouldn't determine somebody's life or quality of life. I'll say that. Absolutely. I'm just saying a couple things, so I ain't going to dig too far. And I know his thing with the tribal was the craziest stuff. It seemed like all I heard about him and the tribal situation like the whole time.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, now you got 2 new governors come in. So what you do to me with your homework, go look at what it was 8 years ago before Stick got in and what he said he was going to do. And then you look now.
And see if it aligns.
And you just line it up. And you don't make it about black, white, green, yellow, male, female. Don't make politics personal. Just make it about the platform of what's supposed to happen.
Yes. I see that Dr. Will Moreland is on. What's up, Doc?
My man. What's going on, Dr. Will?
Yes. Okay. And so what we're talking about today is Politics 101, because it is an election season. Right. And we feel like sometimes we don't have the knowledge and the information that we need in order to make a informed decision at the polls. So we want to share and let folks know what some of these positions are. So yesterday we talked about the federal level. So today we're talking about the state level. So we're talking about Oklahoma, but all of this applies in your respective cities, no matter where you are across the country.
How important do you think it is for us and the people listening in to vote, to make sure their kids vote, to make sure their community vote? With all this rezoning, relining, and all this stuff going on, redistricting going on, is it more important than ever for people to vote now? And if so, why is it?
No, it absolutely is more important than ever, because what is happening is our voices are trying to strip our voices, right, and they're trying to take away our rights, just, on a technicality. Right. And so what we've got to do, and like we've said before, in this very state, some of these races are determined by 1 or 2
A
votes.
few votes.
So if you're sitting at home on your pockets instead of in your car headed to the poll, then you're hurting us instead of helping us. Of course, we're not going to win every race. It is just like when we watch these NBA playoff games. We ain't going to win every game out of a 7-game series, but at least we're there. At least we showed up to the game, and so you got to show up. You've got to make your voice count. And if you're not going to do anything to help, then certainly don't complain.
Here's the thing. You got to sweep around your own porch.
Yeah.
Right. And so it was disheartening when certain elections went and you roughly 30 to 40,000 North Tulsa. Cause this is just trying to be better for our own community.
Right.
Not pointing that nobody had to get mad and hot around the collar. But when you got 30, 40,000 people and 1,300 people vote.
Yeah.
Then when you be like, man, we only got one grocery store. We don't have no restaurants. What's wrong with the school? What's wrong with the road? Why we ain't got no lights? Well, you need lights for 30, 40,000 people, but only 1,300 people showed up. So they can take that budget and put that budget somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Because maybe you don't really care about the lights. Maybe you don't really care about your kids' school. Maybe you don't really care about the grocery store. So I know it get tough sometimes, and it seemed like it don't make sense. But like Damali said, we're literally watching bonds and stuff get passed by 2 or 3 votes. So now more than ever, your vote counts. And that's why we're having this conversation on the day. So we started out with the governor.
Yep.
He the CEO of the state. So what else is going on the Capitol?
So the next person is the lieutenant governor.
The lieutenant governor.
So he is second in command. Yeah. Our current lieutenant governor is Matt Pinnell. And his approximate salary, he makes upwards of $90,000 per year.
Okay.
His job is to assist the governor to promote business and tourism in our state and to preside over the state senate.
You know what? That you realize when you look into this stuff, tourism got all the money.
Oh, yeah.
When you talk about tourism in your state, that's what, if you only want to delve into something where you can make some money, tourism got all the money.
Yep.
That's anybody that's coming to your state, anybody coming to hang out with you.
Yep.
So sometimes you want to put a little contract together to make a little money. Remember tourism because it's always a ginormous budget in that area.
Yes. Let's see. So he is also over at the state capitol in Oklahoma City, 2300 North Lincoln Boulevard. You can reach him at ltgov at ok.gov is how you contact him in order to, give comments or commentary about anything that's going on. He also has a website, which is Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. You can go there. And like I said, you can go to Ballotpedia, BALLOTPEDIA.org. And you can look up all of these individuals. It'll give you what their salaries are, how long they've been in office, when they assumed the positions and all of that. It'll give you all of that information. And it'll tell you about platforms. It'll tell you about what committees that each one of these individuals are on, how they voted in those committees. Whether or not they approve certain things, so it'll tell you all of that. Oh man, Elmer is on. Elmer, where have you been, bro?
Elmer, welcome to the show, man.
Yes.
Look, Damali, gonna call out Elmer like that.
Yeah, I gotta call him out. Yeah, childhood friend. Okay, Dominique says, trying to take over. Shoot, sister, they're doing it. We have to fight this fight set before us. Exactly. You are absolutely correct.
And that's when you informed and in tune to what's going on. So like Damali said, check out who is your governor. And then see what the responsibilities are. See, here in Oklahoma, the beauty of the community Wake Up, we're getting the information so you can reach out, send an email, you can talk, you can show up, you can pull up, you can go visit these people.
Right.
It is all right. They are put in these positions to serve us. Period.
All right. So the next thing is the Attorney General.
Oh my God. That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
The current Attorney General is a Republican by the name of Gettner Drummond. And I used to practice against Gettner Drummond was an attorney. So we used to, when I was working at the law firm, we used to practice against him. And he actually assumed office January the 9th of 2023. His current term ends January the 11th of 2027. But currently, he is running for governor.
Man, he done turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's running for governor. So he's going to be on the Republican primary ballot on June 16th. Now, remember, we've been telling you guys that the 22nd is the last day that you can sign up or register to vote in the June 16th primary.
Is that tomorrow?
What's today? No, today's the 20th. So
So you got 2
Friday.
days.
It'll be Friday.
Friday. So you
Friday.
got 2 days.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so his job is to serve as the state's top lawyer. He represents Oklahoma in legal matters.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Hold up.
Mhm.
So what you're saying, your AG
Mhm.
or your attorney general
Yep.
is the attorney
Mhm.
for your entire state.
For the entire state. So if you sue the state for whatever reason,
right.
or if there are some issues that are a matter of law
Right.
that, to keep the state from being sued,
Right.
then he's the one who goes and looks at precedents, to see whether or not this is going to create a problem for our state.
And a lot of times too, when corporations
Mhm.
or insurances or
Mhm.
stuff like or getting over or doing something wrong by the people
Mhm.
in a state, then your attorney general
Yes.
is also the person that's supposed to address that. So if you're getting raked over the coal by insurance companies, fraudulent stuff, crazy stuff,
Mhm.
then your attorney general, he's the attorney for your state.
Mhm.
So you want to know who he is, you want him or her,
Mhm.
their number, their name, and where they located. Because
Right.
when crazy stuff is going on, you can reach out.
Yes.
Right?
So he
Okay.
also oversees criminal appeals
Right.
and legal opinions. So that is what his job is. That's what he does. He is located over in Oklahoma City as well at 313 Northeast 21st Street. You can call over there to his office at 405-521-3921. And you can reach him at info@oag.ok.gov.
Damali, I feel like we're telling on people just a little bit.
Oh, well.
We call in name. See, this is what we got to do in our
Accountability.
states. Accountability is this, and awareness. We can't ask nobody to be accountable if you're not aware.
Mhm.
So in Oklahoma, if you listen to the community to wake up, this is why we did this show.
Mhm.
The elections are crazy, like Lil Bro said.
Mhm.
They trying to, or whoever trying to take over, whatever. We don't really get too far into that.
Right.
We about information, informing you so that you can be enlightened as to what's going on. So we giving you the person's name, we giving you their phone number, their email, the address, and everything. So now you got access. You ain't got.
And so I will say this, all of the positions that I have named are currently held by Republicans.
Right.
Every last one of them in our state. Well, you know that Oklahoma is a red state.
Right.
So that too shapes the types of laws that we have in
Right.
our community, who is getting the, I'm trying to use my words carefully, but who is getting the better breaks?
Right.
Who is getting the raw deal?
Yeah.
Those things affect based on the political party that you're a part of. So if you control the political party,
Hey, you
then
do what you want.
What do you think?
Let me ask you this, Damali, and I'm actually y'all on the live. When did you realize that politics, who's in office, and those kind of things? How old were you when you realized how important it was to vote because of who's in office?
So I will say that I always thought it was important because my mom always took me, and my mother was, very instrumental in making sure that we kids signed up to vote, as soon as we were 18. She was very instrumental in doing that. However, I will say that I never really understood the magnitude of the people that we were putting in office. And I'm going to be honest, not until really probably about 15 years ago or so that I really started delving into, politics a little bit and trying to figure out, who are these people that I'm voting for?
So you was like in your 30s and 40s,
right?
Before you really even turned into the channel. And that is the reality a lot of times, because to be honest, growing up, we just trying to survive.
Correct.
Forget politics. I ain't worried about voting because they ain't worried about me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the older you get, the more critically important you understand that it is. So you're saying about 30, 35 or 40. I'm actually y'all on the live. When did you realize how important politics were, because it directly affected you? Something happened to make you say, man, who did that? Then you finally said, well, it's your council person did that. They the one passed it. You go, well, who? A council? Who was a council? What? That's why we're doing politics 101. A lot of times people don't even know what role people are in and what they're supposed to be doing, even though they affect your daily lives every single day, you and your kids and your future.
Okay, so we're going to try to run through the rest of these really quick because we need to, it's the top of the hour and we want to get to some of our regularly scheduled programming stuff.
Gotcha.
But the other thing is our state treasurer. The state treasurer currently is Todd Russ.
That's the money right there.
He's been in office since 2023. His term ends 2027. He's running for re-election and will be on the ballot in the Republican primary. Once again,
we just giving the information, but we just say, take your notes.
And so he's going to be on the Republican ballot in the primary on June 16th. His salary is $114,713 per year. That is his base salary. His job, to manage the state finances and investments.
Mm-hmm.
He oversees the state banking functions, and he helps manage taxpayer dollars.
Right.
That's his job. He is over at the state capitol as well at 2300 North Lincoln Boulevard, room 217. You can reach him at treasurer at treasurer.ok.gov.
All the banks want to be his friend.
Of course they do.
So all the rules, regulatory laws. So all of a sudden, if you be like, my overdraft fees wearing me out, $34 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go buy a piece of gum for $5. They hit you with an overdraft fee.
Mm-hmm.
You go get some sanitizer because you don't want to get COVID for $2, $34. So all these practices that are not right, the way people spend their money, things that are going on, the treasury person is supposed to be working with these banks to make sure they being fair and just. Mm-hmm. Because here's the bottom line, Damali. In our community, it's kind of like the poorer you are, mm-hmm. the more the harder they are on you. Like, right. Have you ever had to go? Have you went and did a money order lately?
No.
Have you went and did a MoneyGram lately?
I have not.
See, you done. Mm-hmm. See, you've been living pretty good lately. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Look, mm-hmm. somebody had me go get them a MoneyGram for $60. It costs $25 to send it.
Oh wow!
I had forgot. I said, because I was like, "Well, can I cash app you? Can I Zelle you? Can get no, just go ahead and MoneyGram." I done forgot how to MoneyGram. Now that's just the reality. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So now I done went to whatever store. I won't say what store. I want to get a name, but I went in. I said I need to send a MoneyGram, and I need to send $60. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was just going to send $60. They said no. This was $60. They said okay, that's going to be $75. I'm like, excuse me. But here's the thing. It helped me understand real quick because in college. Mm-hmm. I was getting the Western Unions back to back. We the mm-hmm. Western Union champs in college right. and MoneyGrams and all of that. But it helped me understand the practices. Why do we make it so much more harder for people that are already struggling?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're my mom or dad and I'm short on money, for you to send me money, you charging me like a quarter of what's even being sent.
Right.
Versus if I Zelle somebody some money, guess what it costs me? It don't cost me nothing.
Zero.
Now, if I cash out, it may cost 35 cents. But at the end of the day, these people in these positions are determining how these things are being done. So you want the right people because you don't want people preying on the people that's already struggling, which is a lot of times our community.
The next office is the state auditor and inspector. Currently, our state auditor is Cindy Bird, who is also Republican. She assumed the office on January 1st, 2019. Her current term ends January the 11th, 2027. She is running for re-election and will be on the Republican ballot on June 16th. Her salary is $114,713 per year. What she is responsible for is auditing government agencies. She reviews public spending and helps ensure financial accountability. And she too is over at the state capitol. You can reach her at auditor at osai.ok.gov.
That's the only person I'm not going to say nothing about.
Yes.
Because I don't want no audit.
All right. So Oklahoma senators. The example of a current senator is our senator for our district, which is 11, State Senator Regina Goodwin.
Right.
And so we'll just talk about her, and I'll give you information on her. But there are 48 Senate seats in the state of Oklahoma.
Correct.
And Regina holds one of them. She earns approximately $47,000 a year. And what she does is she creates and votes on state laws. She approves the state budget.
Right.
And then she represents districts across Oklahoma. And I have a little bit of more information on her, but we don't, because of the time, we're not going to get off into that. But she has an office over at the state capitol. You can reach her at Regina, REGINA.Goodwin at oksenate.gov.
And we can if you want to give them a little bit more information, that's fine. We'll just take a break because even if we have to break it up and cover the other ones, it's fine. Because to me, the most important thing is to get the people the information because voting season is right now versus if we speed through it and you really still don't get it, then it was pointless to even do it.
We'll do that, but I'm going to tie it into our local because she is here in Tulsa. So I'm going to tie it into the local. But just understand that she is on the state side of things, but we're going to tie it into local because she does a lot of local work here in community. So when we talk about local tomorrow, I'll tie that in along with Ron Stewart.
Gotcha.
So Regina, I'm sorry. So the next office is the Oklahoma State Representative, which is for District 73, which is Tulsa, right? That is going to be Ronald Stewart.
Right.
And his salary is $47,000 a year. And what his job is to draft and vote on laws, to represent local districts, and to work on state budgets and policies. And
so that's basically if you're dealing with a bill.
Right.
Then you want to try to get that bill.
Uh-huh.
But you can try to get your bill to your senator or your state representative.
Right. Because it's going to have to pass both houses. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. And you can reach him at Ron.Stewart, STEWART, at okhouse.gov. Now, the reason I wanted to kind of get through that is because we want to know why all of this matters. The reason it matters is because schools, healthcare, public safety, roads and infrastructure, taxes, economic opportunity, housing and development all depend on these people, the people that you put in these seats.
Right.
Right. These leaders make decisions that directly affect the daily life of Oklahomans, because that's what we're talking about is Oklahoma, but you can go and look for your state. They affect our daily lives.
So what you're saying is, even though a lot of people wait every 4 years to vote for the president and the big stuff, to me, it sounds like what we're saying is that these state seats,
right,
your senators, your state
very
representatives,
important,
the auditors, and these people, it really impacts you way more than what goes on at the federal level. So it's a little bit more important to know who they are. And that's why you're giving names and salaries and what. So when you talk to them, you kind of know the position that they're in and what they're doing.
And the other piece is this: we're paying them.
And you pay them with your taxes.
Yes, we're paying their salaries. So they need to be working for us. So if you have potholes in your neighborhood, then we need to be calling, and letting people know, hey, it's potholes in my neighborhood because I'm paying you. I'm paying for road infrastructure. I'm paying for these things out of the taxes that I'm paying to the state and local government,
right,
and even federal government. So we need to be getting a return on our investment. Is all I'm saying. So the takeaway is we need to understand who holds these offices and what they do to help community. So the way we do that is we need to stay informed. We need to stay engaged. We need to advocate effectively, and we need to hold these leaders accountable, because informed communities make empowered decisions.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. You can be a citizen and still put a bill together. And say in your community, kids are just running around and they don't have nothing to do.
Right.
You can get with your state representative or senator, say, I need to help me put some kind of bill together to maybe get kids jobs in the community. So instead of them just being out running all over the place, I want to try to get some passed to put some kind of budget together to help the kids or our future generation in our community. So
well, and that's just like Dr. Tamika, Cousin Tamika. She's working on the Crown Act, or the Crown Bill, where we're talking about hair and how hair for other communities that are not non-melanated, right? That those the other communities, they make a difference. People are telling you got to cut your dreads in order to be that's culture. That's culture. And that shouldn't be an issue. And there shouldn't be a mandate that's set by some organization or some company or whatever to prevent you from being able to get a job, to attend school, to do any of the things that you have a right to do because of the way your hair looks.
Right.
It shouldn't matter.
And a greater number of people that start understanding, like, that's why we do Politics 101, because we feel like this is pretty easy to understand.
Right.
The things and the way we're breaking it down.
Very basic.
But instead of just having maybe just only Dr. Tamika Rogers going, now you can go down there with 100 people. Well, you get this bill and you got this. So your bill is with the hair, yours with the youth, yours is with food, yours is with this, yours is with light, yours is. So the things that you see and the issues that you have, since you're informed on it, now y'all all down at the Capitol, knocking on doors. Oh, Mr. Lieutenant Governor. Now we got this bill we're trying to get through. We're trying to understand. Have you looked at it? Those are the things that make them say, man, I got to do something about this. These people at my door every day. Okay, here, get it.
Yeah.
But that makes your community better.
Yes. So it is currently 12 past the hour. We're going to take another really, really quick break. And then we're going to come back with the Black Wall Street Family Feud, Living the Vision edition.
The community to wake up with.
Hope y'all ready.
Charles Damali. We'll be right back. Who got the crown yesterday? Was it Steve? No, Teresa. Teresa won yesterday. Teresa, get ready to give up that crown. Coming up next, Community Wake Up. Charles and Damali, the Family Feud.
What if the truth was on display? This May, step inside a world where history, identity, and reality collide. From visionary playwright George C. Wolfe comes the bold, the fearless, the unforgettable, the Colored Museum. 11 powerful exhibits, stories that challenge, provoke, and expose. A journey through Black life in America told with razor-sharp wit and unapologetic truth. You won't just watch it, you'll feel it. The Colored Museum, presented by Theater North, live at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater, May 23rd and 30th at 8 p.m. and May 24th and 31st at 3 p.m. Don't miss the performance everyone will be talking about. Get your tickets now at TulsaPAZ.com or call 918-596-7111. The truth is waiting. Will you face it?
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packages to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at worldonedevelopment.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. We live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on Greenwood. We're live on NYCU.FM radio station. Make sure even when we go off the air, you stay locked in 24/7, because if there's ever some breaking news, we got you. So you ain't got to be local. You can be in Florida's on, Texas on, Arkansas's on, Cali, some other country. I see Hawaii on, I think Japan or somebody is on. No matter where you are, you can still get NYCU.FM. So subscribe to our station. We also syndicated right here locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we tell our story our way. We also live for you YouTubers on the official World One Development news that you can use. But y'all live in studio, we talking about politics one-on-one, and we talking about living the vision.
Yes. So Laura Roberts is watching. She says, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Laura. Welcome
Elmer
to the
says,
show.
the reason why he ain't been here, he said his job has been a little busy. I know jobs can get in the way, can't they?
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah. And AJ said, yes. I don't know what he's talking about. And Laura says, if you are lucky enough to be a stay-home mom, you can bring your kids to the city meetings and school board meetings, PTA and PTO meetings. Women think you can't bring babies. Yes, you can.
Bring your whole family.
Yeah, because this affects them. It's going to affect your children. So, okay. So let's go ahead and jump off into the Black Wall Street Family Feud. It's the Living the Vision edition. Okay. So today's theme is living the vision, because success doesn't come from just talking about goals. It comes from consistently walking them out. So we asked 100 people in the community these 3 questions and the bonus question. Remember, I'm going to give you the 4 top answers. Your job is to figure out which one of them was the community's number 1 answer. Okay, so here we go. The first question. Name something people need in order to live out a vision successfully.
Okay.
Is it A, discipline, B, faith, C, consistency, or D, support?
I don't know about that. Read that one more time. I don't know about that, Damali. It's some tricks and treats. I don't know what's going on.
Name something people need in order to live out a vision successfully. Is it A, discipline, B, faith, C, consistency, or D, support?
I'm going to say consistency. Is that C?
That's C. Charles said C.
Janelle Stewart, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. Man, we got a lot of secret listeners. What up,
I know,
and
y'all need to answer the question.
You got to. They said ask it. They
okay.
Said,
here's the question one more time. Oh, Prentice says A. Oh, thank God. Break the ice. Prentice says A. Okay, name something people need in order to live out a vision successfully. Is it A, discipline, B, faith, C, consistency, or D, support? AJ says C. What Laura says A. Steven says B.
Laura said, I'll go with A. She said, I'm just going to go along to get along. Give me A. I'm not sure. Just give me
right. A. Let's see. Junelle says C. All right. Who else got an answer? Elmer says C.
Uh-oh. Thinking. Everybody got their thinking cap on. You can't
Everybody
Google
thinking,
it.
Yeah.
No Google. You can't Google this one.
Yeah. All right. All right, I got y'all's. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give the question with the answer. Name something people need in order to live out a vision successfully. Is it A, discipline, B, faith, C, consistency, or D, support? Let's see. Charles, AJ, Junelle, and Elmer, you are correct. The answer is C, consistency. It says big visions require steady effort over time. You have to keep showing up.
You can't fake showing up.
Ron said A, which is not right, but okay. Okay, question number 2.
Come on.
Name something that stops people from living the vision they have for themselves. Is it A, fear, B, distractions, C, lack of resources, or D, self-doubt?
They all sound the same. But who picked it the most? Who picked the...
Out of the 100 people.
The 100 people. Read it one more time.
Name something that stops people from living the vision they have for themselves. Is it A, fear, B, distractions, C, lack of resources, or D, self-doubt? AJ says D.
I was thinking D, but AJ already dancing. I don't know, dancing make you lose.
Junelle said D. Elmer says C.
What's C?
Lack of resources.
Which question one more time?
Name something that stops people from living the vision they have for themselves. Is it A, fear, B, distractions, C, lack of resources, or D, self-doubt? Ron says D. Prentice says D.
These sound like a trick. It sound like a setup. And I'm still going with it.
Yeah, you going with D?
It's a trick.
What you got, Steven? You say distractions is B.
That's a good answer.
All right, question one more time. Name something that stops people from living the vision they have for themselves. Is it A, fear, B, distractions, C, lack of resources, or D, self-doubt? Laura says A.
What's A?
Fear.
I'm going with fear. I'm going with Laura. Laura, we either going to fly together or we going to land. We're going to cancel the flight. I think it's fear.
Okay.
It's
all right.
tough.
Okay, here we go. Question with answer. Name something that stops people from living the vision they have for themselves. Is it A, fear, B, distraction, C, lack of resources, or D, self-doubt? Laura and Charles, you are correct. The answer is A, fear. Fear keeps many people from taking action. Fear can block progress.
Come on. Laura, you back. We back.
Okay.
I said, man, it's A or D, A or D, A or D. And Laura came through and said, you know what? Go ahead and go with A.
Laura says, uh-oh.
She said, I'm back.
I'm
she
back.
Start doing
it. Ron gonna say, Charles, don't wait until she gives an answer before you say which one you picked.
Let's go. Okay. I don't even remember doing that. I'm just trying to survive.
All right, question number 3. Name something communities build when people live the vision together. Is it A, opportunities, B, businesses, C, stronger neighborhoods, or D, unity? Laura says she in shock.
Oh man, just read that one more time.
Name something communities build when people live the vision together. Is it A, opportunities, B, businesses, C, stronger neighborhoods, or D, unity? Ron says A.
Man, this is tough.
Steve, what you got?
This is tough.
You don't know?
This is tough. People on the YouTube said read it one more time.
Name something communities build when people live the vision together. Is it A, opportunities, B, businesses, C, stronger neighborhoods, or D, unity? Elmer says A.
And why everybody saying A? What is A?
Junelle says A.
What is A?
Opportunities. AJ says C or D. Bro, pick one.
You done put two out there.
Right. Steven says D. AJ says D.
It's A or D. Like I'm
Charles,
about to
what
go.
you
I got, what's D?
D is unity.
C is what?
C is stronger neighborhoods.
Ain't that the same thing? No, not really. D.
No, not really D.
I'm down to A or D, but shoot.
Would like to choose A though through D, but I'll go with D. Okay.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. This is a tough one. This sounds like the setup one right here. But I'm up 2. I'm up 2-0, so I can take one here.
Okay, so here we go. Question with answer. Name something communities build when people live the vision together. Is it A, opportunities, B, businesses, C, stronger neighborhoods, or D, unity?
You know what?
Laura said A. I saw yours, Laura, just pop up.
I'm going with A.
God, you're driving me crazy today. Okay. Once again, here we go. Name something communities build when people live the vision together. Is it A, opportunities, B, businesses, C, stronger neighborhoods, or D, unity? Ron, Elmer, Junelle, Laura, and Charles, you are correct. The answer is A, opportunities. It says collective visions creates growth and opportunity. Working together creates possibilities. So that gives Charles a sweep. Yeah, they give Charles a sweep. You got all 3 answers correct. So the bonus round, 5 points. It's anybody's game. Y'all can come through and
don't say it. Just don't even say it. Don't claim that. Don't speak nothing over my life. Just let me be great for a little bit. Just wait till the party is over.
Oh, Lord.
The fat lady is here and she got the mic. So I got to get this one more.
5 points for the bonus round. Name something people must do daily to stay connected to their vision. Is it A, stay focused, B, set goals, C, pray or reflect, or D, take action?
I'm going to say take action.
You say take action? Okay, that's...
Say Charles is peeking. You can't peek because she got everything.
No, I got the paper over here.
She won't. You see how Damali hold the paper on purpose?
Yeah.
And if I even turn my head, she gonna...
Like, no.
She gonna... You can't even see it.
No.
And that's wrong. Give me a little sneak peeky peek.
Ron says B.
Oh, I appreciate you pronouncing my name correctly.
Oh,
that's not always the case.
Hey, listen, I got a different name too, so I already know. Elmer says C. AJ says D.
What's the question again?
The host says D. Steven says D.
What's the question again?
Name something people must do daily to stay connected to their vision. Is it A, stay focused, B, set goals, C, pray or reflect, or D, take action?
Man, because if you ain't taking action, what you doing?
Said D.
If you're not taking action, what you really doing?
I got AJ. Verna, hey Verna, how are you?
Verna, welcome to the show. Bartersville in the house. What's well, we got you secret listeners. Y'all just come on alive
So Donnie said he got to hop off because he got to go meet somebody in Arkadelphia. Well, safe travels, bro.
Safe travels. Go by that spot and give me some pound cake. What's the name of that soul food spot in Malvern?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. We had it on as a small business spotlight.
I know they got the good pound cake.
Prentice said D. All right, who else? Is that it? All right, so here we go. Question with answer. Name something people must do daily to stay connected to their vision. Is it A, stay focused, B, set goals, C, pray or reflect, or D, take action? Charles, AJ, Stephanie, Junelle, and Prentice, you all are correct. The answer is D. Vision only grows when action follows it. Dreams require movement.
Call me Uncle Charles.
Got 100% of the correct answers.
Charles.
I am not.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say
Get out
it.
of here.
You got to say now. See, right before you read the question, you say Charles been winning, but just see, I didn't let you speak it all my life. See, let me tell y'all something right now. Friends are not friends if they see words are powerful. See, you notice how I cut her off. So remember today, when your friend get ready to say something negative, you just silence. Don't let them say it, because Damali tried to say Charles been winning all this time, but the fat lady is here with the mic, and so if I didn't let her say it all.
I wasn't even gonna say all that.
What was you about to say?
Made it up. I don't even know now.
Now call me
it
uncle.
was in the moment.
Call me uncle.
Whatever. No. So the bigger message is this: living the vision requires focus, discipline, faith, and consistent action. Black Wall Street was built by people who didn't just imagine ownership, success, and community growth. They lived it daily through businesses, education, and collective efforts. Because vision without action stays a dream, but vision lived out becomes reality. And this has been today's Black Wall Street Family Feud, the Living the Vision edition.
When the last time I had a clean sweep?
I don't know. It's been a minute.
It's about, see, that I'm focusing because it's time to vote.
Yeah.
So I got my listening ears on, Damali. See, when it's time to vote for these people, I don't just let these people go in office. Because I know on the show, Damali, we laugh, we talk, we do all the shenanigans. But let me tell you something. Damali and I, look, we done made a trip to the White House a couple times. Yeah. We've been down to Lincoln, down here in Oklahoma City a few times. Capital. And people is back here behind door number 1 with some shenanigans, y'all. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, they counting all the money. And all you got to do is show up to get a little bit. Yeah. You just got to show up. Listen to what I'm saying, to get a little bit, Damali. Yeah. You've been to the White House. Mm-hmm. You've been to the Capitol. You done sat with the mayor. You done sat with the president. You done sat. The Lord done allowed you to sit amongst these people, amongst the great. Mm-hmm. What do you think when we saying it? Because here's the reality. A lot of people don't get a chance to do what you've been able to do. What's the reality of what's going on?
Well, first of all, the reality is these people are human. They're just regular old people just like we
Facts.
Are. Okay. That have a set of ideas and they're trying to figure out ways to implement those ideas. Now, the other thing that I will say is this, that a lot of these decisions that need to be made or that are being made, they have to go through a process. Right. So just because you elect somebody and they don't do everything that they want to do or that they talk about doing when they're campaigning, you got to understand that is a process. So you don't just jump in the office and be like, oh, I'm doing everything I want to do and I'm signing orders, and you can't do that. And now some folks have done that, but that is not the way that the process was set up for it to go.
Let me ask you this, Damali. Being a person of influence, because here's the thing, y'all. The beauty of us having a platform is we invited our mayors to come on our show. Mm-hmm. When the 2 mayors weren't in Tulsa,
the candidates,
right? The candidates, we invite them to come on, not to debate, because when people debate, they fight. We don't want nobody to fight. Come on and just tell the people about your platform so that the people know who you are. Because our thing is to give you the information. You vote for who you want to vote for. Right. Here's the thing: one candidate decided not to come, and one came. We had close to 10,000 people. Mm-hmm. Live, listening. When the show was over, I had about 400 or 500 text messages. Damali had a boatload of text messages. We had to have people want us to meet all over the places. These rosters, the secret listings came outside. Right. At the end of the day, I would say a mayor that a lot of people thought would never make it. Yeah. Was the mayor. Now I'm not saying he was the mayor because of the show, but I'm sure it had a piece to do with it. So that's what I'm saying is your vote count, your participation counts, your effort counts. Right. Because y'all got the first Black mayor here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Absolutely. That is an example of not making it about race, making it about the best candidate. And sometimes making it about the best candidate is being informed. So I feel like people came out in droves to vote because they got a chance to be informed and they was aware of what's going on, and they stepped up and change happened. Not just in Tulsa, not just in Omaha, Nebraska, but in Mississippi and a lot of other states. So just stay locked in, y'all.
Yes. All right. So today's reflection is about living the vision. Yeah. It's not just talking about change, but actively becoming part of it. So what is vision? A vision is a goal, a purpose, or a picture of a better future. It's seeing possibilities beyond the current circumstances. So vision is seeing what can be. So what does it mean to live in the vision? Living in the vision means taking action daily. It means aligning your choices with your goals and being consistent and then showing up even when it's difficult. It's not enough to say what you want. Your actions have to reflect that. You don't just talk about it, you live it. So why does this matter to community? Communities grow when people become active participants, when they support the vision with action, when they stay committed to long-term goals, and when they contribute their time, gifts, and resources. Vision without action stays a dream. Communities change when people move and not just speak. So how it shows up. Living the vision can look like mentoring youth, supporting local businesses, serving the community, creating opportunities, building healthy families and neighborhoods, or staying committed to growth and purpose. Your daily choices should match the future you want to see. So the bigger message is this: living the vision is about consistency, intentional action, discipline, and purpose-driven living. Because it's one thing to imagine a better future, but it's another thing to wake up every day to help build it. And when communities begin living the vision together, real transformation happens.
That's good stuff.
And I think that's what we do on the Community Wake Up. Every day, we're trying to figure out a way that we can bring information to the community that's going to help push us forward, that's going to help move the needle, that's going to help us advance as a community together. It is not, like Charles just said, about one race or a particular race or culture. It is about us all, because we all live on this thing called planet Earth together.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if one of us fail, we all fail. Right. So we've got to do something to collectively move the needle forward.
So we're going to win or lose together.
That's right.
What you're saying. Now, I'm about to take a little break. We're going to take a break because I won the feud and I got to go outside and let people know. When I get some good news, I got to tell somebody. Go tell somebody. So I got to go tell a couple people. But then when we come back, here's the question I'm going to pose, Damali. Any city you live in, guess what? Got a 20-year plan. I don't care where you live. Little city, big city, 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people. Each city has a 20-year plan. Damali, how important, we're going to go to break after this, is it for you to align your own personal plan and the plan for your family and your business along with that 20-year city plan? Why is it important to put that together? And if you want to put it together, here are some tips to do that. Is that cool? We're going to take a break. We're going to drop some gems for free that we normally have to charge people for. We're going to give them to our community free right here on the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali, because we're moving the needle. We'll be right back, y'all.
What if the truth was on display? This May, step inside a world where history, identity, and reality collide. From visionary playwright George C. Wolfe comes the bold, the fearless, the unforgettable, the Colored Museum. 11 powerful exhibits, stories that challenge, provoke, and expose. A journey through Black life in America, told with razor-sharp wit and unapologetic truth. You won't just watch it, you'll feel it. The Colored Museum, presented by Theater North, live at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. Liddy Dungeons Theater, May 23rd and 30th at 8 p.m. and May 24th and 31st at 3 p.m. Don't miss the performance everyone will be talking about. Get your tickets now at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. The truth is waiting. Will you face it?
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the community wake up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the community wake up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali. Let's go.
Oh, God.
I had got him. My bad, y'all. I got an alter ego. Put my alter ego up to the side.
Please.
Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show. You don't want my alter ego to come out?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want to hear me rap one time on the microphone?
I know.
Because I don't leave the kids at home to make sure we all get along.
Oh, my God.
Never mind that, y'all. Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. We are back and we're live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on Greenwood. Talking about that good stuff y'all locked in on NYCU.FM radio station. Remember, long as you got internet, you can pick up NYCU.FM anywhere in the world. And we jam in 24/7. So whether you have school, work, or play, all our music is clean. So stay locked in. We also syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. Don't forget about the Juice Radio Show, where we allow the high schoolers to come into this media space and learn local, national, and international principles. So let your kid be a part of the Juice. Give them something to do this summer. Also, we live on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But y'all live right here in studio with us assist on this hump day. And our goal is to help you get over the hump. And how we help to get over the hump is understanding, living the vision, living the dream. Damali.
Oh, Lord.
Are you living the dream or not?
I'm living
Black
my dream.
Wall Street. What's up, Black Wall Street? What's up, Black Wall Street?
My dreams.
Damali done showed up in my city. You done went to Beard, Arkansas, to the big town.
I did. And
Ate
that's
up all
great
the
time.
cake, all the banana pudding,
all
all
that
the fish,
fish.
all the hush puppies,
Yeah.
all the fries. You done ate up everything
And came on back to
in
the
my
crib.
city and came back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
But was it cool down there?
Yeah, it was.
It was cool with AJ on the lake.
Yes.
No, AJ be out there doing the affirmation on the lake. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go. We got about 20 more minutes on the show. Damali, what's up?
All right. Look, Laura said, heck, bring some delicious snacks for the board members.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Cousin Winnie, how are you?
Welcome to the show, Patricia.
Said good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, Patricia Griffin, how are you? Good morning.
And to all you secret listeners, everybody on today, I appreciate that. And
Morning.
do us one favor. It's an arrow on your Facebook page. Just
Share.
click that arrow and hit share,
share.
because we've been covering some good stuff. We've been talking about politics 1-on-1. The show was great yesterday too. So if you missed that, go back and watch that. Text 5 friends because hey, voting season is up on thou is.
Yes.
And we want you to not just get out to vote, but we want you to be aware and hold people accountable.
Okay, so let's do the Black History. The Black History trivia.
What happened?
Really quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into that, and then it'll be about wind down time. Okay.
Just how much you know. It's Black History Trivia with Charles and Damali.
So today's theme is living the vision because some leaders didn't just dream about change. They committed their lives to building it. Okay. So here's the question. Which Black entrepreneur and publisher turned his vision of a Black-owned media company into reality by founding one of the most influential Black newspapers in America, using it to inform, empower, and uplift the community for decades? Was it A, John H. Johnson, B, Robert Abbott, C, T. Thomas Fortune, or D, Claude Barnett?
Can you read that one more time? I like the way you read that. I felt inspired myself. Read that again. What's going on with you today?
Which Black entrepreneur and publisher turned his vision of a Black-owned media company into reality by founding one of the most influential Black newspapers in America, using it to inform, empower, and uplift community for decades? Was it A, John H. Johnson, B, Robert Sinstack Abbott, or C, T. Thomas Fortune, or D, Claude Barnett?
Dang, it sounded like it was all of them.
Well, no, it's only one.
I don't know, so I'm going with C. What y'all got? Y'all get a chance
You're
to Google. I
going
can't.
with C.
My hands is up. I'm stuck because I don't know, but I just hold love the way. You know, I was finna say when you said started a media company, I was finna say Bobby Eaton. Bobby! It was Bobby. Then you said the newspaper.
Laura said D.
I said, no, I ain't seen Bobby writing no newspaper. When you said
Right.
the media mogul, I said, uh-oh, that's Bobby Eaton on Greenwood. That's Eaton. Him in the Eating Out band.
Right.
But anyway, okay.
No, not that.
What y'all got?
What y'all got? So Laura said D.
What I said?
And she said, I'm not sure either. You said C, which is T. Thomas Fortune.
Who was the person? Who was B?
B is Robert Sinstack Abbott.
I'm going with that Sinstack because I ain't never heard that before.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Sinstack Abbott? Sinstack?
Singe Stack.
That's his last name.
His middle name.
How you spell that?
Sengstakke.
He had to do something.
You said he had to do something.
If your name is
Berna
Sinstack.
says A. Berna says A. Patricia says A.
Oh, man. No matter what I go.
AJ says read. Which Black entrepreneur and publisher turned his vision of a Black-owned media company into reality by founding one of the most influential Black newspapers in America, using it to inform, empower, and uplift the community for decades? Was it A, John H. Johnson, B, Robert Sinstack Abbott, C, T. Thomas Fortune, or D, Claude Barnett?
Oof.
Let me see. Did I get Patricia? Yeah, I got Patricia. Janelle says A. Cousin Winnie says Abbott. Okay, so that would be B.
I'm going with Verna. What Verna said? What if she say I said? Because you know she's a historian.
Verna says A.
I'm going with A.
Okay.
Because she know everything about history. Verna, now I'm gonna put you out there now. You be like, oh, if I miss this, boy, you done.
Okay, so I'm taking you off of here. Winnie says B. I got that. Okay, any more answers? B. Elmer says A.
AJ said A.
AJ said A. Okay.
Because his last name is
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and give question with answer. Let me see. Here's the question one more time. Which Black entrepreneur and publisher turned his vision of a Black-owned media company into reality by founding one of the most influential Black newspapers in America, using it to inform, empower, and uplift the community for decades? Was it A, John H. Johnson, B, Robert Sinstack Abbott, C, T. Thomas Fortune, or D, Claude Barnett? The answer is, the only person that got it right is Winnie, because you changed your answer.
Oh,
the answer is Robert Sinstack Abbott. He started the Chicago Defender with a powerful vision of informing and empowering Black communities.
You were supposed to wink at me.
The newspaper became one of the most influential Black publications in American history.
See that, Ron?
And played a major role during the Great Migration. He didn't just talk about change, he built something that helped create it. So the bigger message is this: living the vision is about turning ideas into action, staying committed to a purpose, and building something meaningful over time. Because vision becomes powerful when people are willing to live it daily.
That's right. Give us some music.
Yes.
I got to dance my way out of this. I had it right. Had it right.
Had it right.
They said stick with your first. No, I think I changed my mind like 3 times. I said all the answers.
You did. You said all the answers. You said,
I started
out with C, then you went to B, then you went
give me
to
E, M, anything.
You went to A.
And lost.
Yeah, and lost.
Anyway, look, I told y'all before we went on break, and Damali said I can't say too much, but the 20-year plan in your city is basically this. Every city has a 20-year plan. Figure out what that 20-year plan is, and even in your own plan and vision for yourself and your family, kind of align it with the city plan. The city might be urban farming. It may be addressing kid stuff. It may be dealing with the elderly. It might be housing. It may be whatever. But if your plan aligns with that, then maybe you can get a contract. So that way you help the city, you help yourself, you help your family, and your company can become much bigger because now you got big contracts because you help the city do better. Because if your plan and vision is kind of going against that plan, you may be stagnated because the city plan is the plan that's going to work. Is that enough? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect.
So figure out the 20-year plan and align your plan with that just a little bit.
All right. So now we're going to move into our small business spotlight, where we highlight businesses bringing food, fellowship, and community connection together. And he was actually on yesterday. Today, we're shining the spotlight on Retro Grill and Bar, owned by Marvin Smith. It's located in North Tulsa. Retro Grill and Bar offers a welcoming atmosphere where community can gather, enjoy great food, and connect with family and friends. Whether you're stopping in for a meal, entertainment, or good vibes, Retro Grill and Bar continues to be a local destination bringing people together. It's good food, good people, and a place to connect with community. If you'd like to visit or learn more, you can contact Retro Grill and Bar at 918-587-3876, or you can go to 800 North Peoria Avenue and talk to the owner, Mr. Marvin Smith.
Right.
And now you don't want to get on Marv's bad side because he do have a band list that's on the front door. So if you show out, your name's gonna be on the list, and you're not gonna be allowed to.
He'll make you stand back and stand down.
Right. Exactly. So remember, we want to support local, support community, and support businesses, helping keep North Tulsa connected and thriving.
I just thought about something about Marvin Smith. I think Marv is like the default mayor when we have a mayor that we don't like. But when you think about it, Marv is everywhere.
Everywhere.
And he always supporting people. He trying to always see people win. But you know how when your mayor is a person that's always everywhere, just trying to create good vibes for everybody. And I can say Marv always is doing that. So I'm going to call Marv, but he's the default mayor. Now, he's not the official mayor. Right. But when we have a mayor that we don't like, just know, community, that we going with Marv until we get a mayor.
Until we get somebody we like.
Yeah, he's the default mayor.
I love
Riding around on the golf cart playing music. You thirsty? Here you some libations.
Right.
I believe it right there.
I love it.
Shout out to Retro. Now I want some fish and chicken.
Right. Because it is the bomb. It is fire.
Some of the best chicken, because I don't want to start no debate, because you got King Arthur out there, you got Wanda J's out there, and you got some others out there. But man, Marv Fish and Chicken, hey, it's hands down. It's
amazing.
It's right there. It's right there.
Okay, so let's go ahead and run down this list of things that are happening in community. The memorial service for community icon Bobby Eaton Sr. is going to happen on May 22nd at 1:00 p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. It is at 1:00 p.m. Let's make sure that we govern ourselves accordingly and that we are here on time so that we can start that event on time. We want to, just shower love on the Eaton family. They've done so much for our community. They have been committed to community and to the history of this great city. So, we want to make sure that we are honoring Bobby Eaton Sr. in a way that is befitting for someone who has done the things that he's done. He has been an advocate for North Tulsa.
Right.
And so we just want to, show that family some love.
When was the first time you met him that you can remember?
Ooh, years ago, because I remember him sitting in the McDonald's. Years ago, I used to go in there. Now McDonald's is not one of my places, my choices.
At the time? Because I know he's older. Was it McDonald's or McDowell's?
Don't do that. We ain't never had McDowell's.
Y'all had to activate it with the curls.
No, but we ain't had McDowell's. No.
So it was McDonald's, not
McDowell's. It was McDonald's. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fooling with Charles. All right. The National Panhellenic Council of Tulsa scholarships are awarding scholarships to exceptional high school graduates residing in and attending school in Tulsa County. The application deadline is Friday as well, May 22nd. For more information, you can email tulsanphc@gmail.com.
That's good information. You got to get your money.
Don't forget that voter registration deadline is May 22nd. That is the last day to register in time to vote for the election that's taking place on June 16th. Right. So you must be registered by May 22nd. Let's see what is next. The Ladies of Elegance auditions are taking place for the year 2026-2027. It's going to happen May 27th and through 29th from 6:00 p.m. until 8:45 p.m. at Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center, located at 5424 North Madison Avenue.
You used to be a dancer?
No. Yeah, I would dance myself, but not in a group. Not in an organized group.
Officially a dancer.
Right.
You just dance on your own.
On my own terms.
I got you. Yeah. But look, this Lady of Elegance, y'all, if you got a high schooler or even they start at like 5 or 6.
Six.
Man, they travel to
18.
DC, California, Houston, all over the place. And they make sure these young women are doing good in school, that they are positive. Man, James does an amazing job. So if you got a daughter and every time music come on, she get to
okay.
That might be for you.
Yes, absolutely. So we want to remind the young ladies that it is for ages 6 to 18. You need to bring a water bottle and 16 counts to the song Bring in the Cats by KW Griff. The registration fee is $30. So just govern yourselves accordingly. The celebration of life for former state representative Don Ross, another icon in our community, is going to be held on May 23rd. That is Saturday at 11:03 a.m.
Yeah,
it's going to kick off right on time. And it's going to be at the First Baptist Church, North Tulsa, located at 1414 North Greenwood Avenue. The family is requesting that you wear orange and black attire, and that after the funeral, there will be a processional through Greenwood. They're requesting that all floral arrangements go through their official florist, Meeks Floral Design. You can call them at 918-853-3744 and ask for Tamika.
Man, heavyweight.
A counselor, Vanessa Hall Harper, lost her mother, Miss Ruby Hall. Her homegoing service will be May 29th at 11:00 a.m. at Paradise Baptist Church, located at 507 East King Street. Govern yourselves accordingly. It is starting promptly at 11:00 a.m. We have a lot of community leaders who have given their life and their time to fight for this community. And I believe that we should go out and support them. They're humans just like we are. Right. And in time of loss, they need support and they need to be built up just like we would want to be built up if we lost a family member. And these are like huge icons.
Man, huge icons. So like Damali said, if you can, it's a lot going on, but throw on some clothes, bring some good energy, come out, give a hug, be there, support, do what you can, whether it's some flowers, a card, or just, a word of encouragement. But, this is a lot of loss. And there's already been a lot of loss even before this.
Yes.
So let's just continue to be there for each other. So, Damali, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Absolutely. The Black Wall Street Legacy Fest is happening May 29th through 31st. Fantasia will be performing on May 30th. So govern yourselves accordingly.
Oh my God.
Do not talk to me because I'm going to be sitting there enjoying Fantasia, waiting for her to kick her shoes off.
The only thing about Fantasia, you lean to the left, you at church. You lean to the right, you at the club. You lean to the left, you're back at church. Then you're back.
That's well-rounded because that's people.
That's people right there.
That's people. So
Fantasia
it is what it is.
Coming to the city.
Fantasia is going to be on Black Wall Street, and I'm going to have my chair front and center.
Yeah. Don't you fall on the stage. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm singing all the songs. Right. You hear me? All the songs.
Oh,
Truth
wow.
is.
Truth is. They're going to calm down.
Calm down.
You probably going to have a microphone. She thinks she's singing by herself. Damali going to pull that mic out on her. Truth is. I'm like, girl, get... shout out to the Terrence Crutcher Foundation. Yes. Shout out to Dr. Crutcher and her entire team for always putting on a great festival, and we look forward to it.
Absolutely. Edgerec Unplugged Summer Camp. Right now, we are registering kids for that camp.
And right now, we need some sponsorships right now. Let me tell y'all something. This gas and this food costs and this insurance costs and all this crazy stuff going on has put a stranglehold on the summer camp.
Yeah.
The summer camp is going to go forward regardless. But Damali and Charles, now we're going to be on the Makeup Morning Show giving y'all all the information that you need. But if you a person that got a little extra, not a lot, but just a little extra, go to edgerectulsa.com, click the donate button. One kid for a week is $100.
Yes.
That's before care, after care, educational stuff, food, that's field trips, that's everything. Total, all in. So if you can sponsor 1 or 2 kids or 5 kids, just go to edgerectulsa.com.
Sponsor for a week.
Just sponsor 1 kid for 1 week. We're going to have 40 to 50 kids. We're going to take care of them during the summer months to make sure that their functioning levels stay up to par, and also just giving them a positive environment, because there's a lot going on with our kids. Our kids are under attack, so we try to have them a safe spot to go. And we're also going to do a huge focus on our 14 to 18-year-olds. So we're doing something super special for them. So if you got a young person, 14 to 18, we partner with Tyson Thompson, where Tyson Speaks. He's going to work with leadership, going to college and those things. So some of the older kids that normally stay at home, we're going to have something specifically for them too, from 14 to 18. So if you can donate, do so. If you got a high school and they need some help, plug in. Unplugged Summer Camp is going down.
$100. Okay. The next thing is save the date. Juneteenth is happening June 19th through 21st. The musical artist is going to be Lakeside.
Yes.
So you can go to TulsaJuneteenth.org to get the complete listing and rundown of all of the things that are going to be happening. I know there's going to be a 5K run. There's going to be a 1K run. There's going to be arts and crafts and all kinds of stuff happening. So, you want to go and get all of the information about, what's going to be offered during that weekend.
Who puts on a better show than Lakeside?
Man,
boy, let me tell y'all something. If you have not seen Lakeside,
listen,
you better
the pirate ship is coming.
The pirate ship is coming, baby, and you better be ready for a show.
You better get ready. Yes. So, okay, tomorrow we're going to talk about purpose alignment. Purpose alignment. So don't forget, if you'd like to advertise your business or show on this show, you can go to nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. Somebody from our office will get back in contact with you. And then the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host, which is us and you. And guests, and not necessarily to this station, affiliate, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with NYCU.FM and KBOB 89.9 FM.
Hey, Damali, it has been a great show.
Has been a great show.
Great job on the politics. We do some more politics tomorrow?
More politics tomorrow. We're going to talk about local government.
We're going to talk about the people that you run into in Oasis Fresh Market and all of that good stuff. Anyway, but Damali, it was a great show. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in, local, national, international. I saw Japan on here. I saw Hawaii on here. I've seen a couple other countries. So, Damali, I'm not taking for granted. We got to do we got to get some other languages.
Okay.
You know a little Spanish?
Right. Como estás?
Oh, mi amigos, me y tú. We gotta go, y'all. We don't went too far. Look, adios, amigos.
Yes.
I don't know no more. This has been the Community Wake Up Morning Show. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Hopper,
and I'm Damali Wilson.
We'll see you on Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and all that fun stuff. Y'all have a blessed
have a good day.
All right.